I want to read more. Why? Because you should read more. And as a writer, you know, writers are supposed to read a lot. And I don't. Because I watch a lot of TV. So, I want to read 52 books in 1 year. Because I want to get back into the rhythm of reading as I used to read back when I was not watching so much TV. So I bought some books, and there are some books that I read every year because that's how much I like them. You know, it's comforting for me to read them. But I bought some new books, or maybe they're not that even that new, but yeah, they're new to me at least. So I bought some books that I've seen a lot online, and I want to give them a try. I don't usually read young adult, but some of these books are young adult because I want to give the genre another try. You know, because there are some good young adult books out there. You know, so yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to read 52 books in the year 2018. That's my project. Project 50 books. I know. Project 52 books in 1 year. No, 1 year, 52 books. That's going to be the title of my project. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. Also, I'm going to be posting weekly reviews of the books I am reading. Maybe I'm going to do some writing tips, even though I don't know if I should, but let me know if you think I should. One of the first series, I mean, by the way, none of these are in order. I'm not gonna, the way I'm showing them to you is not necessarily the order in which I'm going to read them, so keep that in mind. So one of the series I think I'm going to read every year is the Game of Thrones series, because I love those books. I love them so much. You have no idea how much I love them. And yes, I know a lot of people, they're like, no, I'm not gonna read those books because ew, everybody else is reading them. Everybody else is watching that show and I wanna be different because I'm unique, so I'm not gonna read that. And believe me, I was like that. I started watching Game of Thrones before season 3 started, because I was like, oh no, I'm not gonna be a lamb. I mean, I'm not gonna be a sheep. I'm not gonna be like everybody. I'm gonna be unique. Like, fuck that. I'm not gonna be what everybody else is doing. Like, So that was me. And I think a lot of people are like that. I think a lot of people will give the shittiest book ever written a chance before they give the Game of Thrones a chance. I think they will do that just because everybody else is doing it. Just because of that. And it's like, okay, my thing is this. Like, okay, you are reading the shittiest book ever, and it's a famous book. Like, everybody else is reading that shit too. But you refuse to give this book, which is actually really well crafted. Like, it's amazing. I'm a fucking writer. I mean, I'm not the best writer in the fucking world. But it takes a lot for me to like a series. That's one. Number two, it takes a lot for me to finish a book, because I fucking hate old books. I was like, shit, I'm reading this, oh my god, fuck you, and I just don't finish reading them. And the Game of Thrones is one of those series, and it's a series. Like, for me, that's huge. It's a series that I'm like, oh my god, I like every single one of these books. Well, not really. I like them all. The story, I like it. The world, is fucking like shit. I'm here sitting thinking, man, I wish I could build a world like that. I wish I had those writing skills to be able to build a world like this guy did. And no wonder why it takes him so long to finish a fucking book. Like, by the way, finish the goddamn book. I need the next one. But I digress. So, the story is amazing. One book I didn't like, but it was because because this series is told from many different points of view. And in one of those books, I think it was book number 4. I think so. I think it was the book number 4. The character I love was not in it at all in the whole fucking book, and that's why I was like, fuck you, I don't like this damn book. But the story is still, the story keeps going, the ball keeps on moving, every chapter, like there is no waste of time in these books. Like everything, if you see something, is not going to be just because, he felt like I'm at this shit because I need to make this fucking book longer. No, every single thing you see in there makes sense. And if you keep reading them, you will start making your own theories about what's happening and, everything. So it's a really well written book. It will play with your fucking emotions. It's a really well written series. It will play with your fucking emotions like you have no damn idea. And the show is the same way. But if I were to say which one is better, I would say that they're both great. Like in my opinion, they're both great. Of course, some things change in the show because they have to fucking change. Like some of the things you cannot portray them the same way in TV than on, right? Like it's some things like it makes sense that they changed them, like the main character being not a fucking little boy and the girl that everybody fucking loves and I fucking hate. Fuck you, Khaleesi. She's a little girl and they had to make her look older because no shit, they're not trying to make pedophile TV so it makes sense a lot that they changed a lot of things. If you're not giving this series a chance because you hate that everybody else is reading them, and I've seen a lot of people comment, maybe I'm the only person in the world who hasn't written or watched this show, and guess what, I am surviving. Oh yes, you're fucking doing amazing, you're fucking so special, you're not a fucking sheep like all of us. But at the same time, maybe it's just a good fucking story, man. Maybe that's what it is. It's just a good fucking story that comes along every once in a while. Like shit. You're gonna give a shitty ass book a chance? Give this fucking book a chance. But hey, to each their own. If you don't like Game of Thrones, that's cool. But don't rub it in my fucking face that you don't like it, okay? I'm not gonna rub it in your face that I like Game of Thrones, the series and the show. I'm not gonna throw it in your face. You just don't throw your fucking sense of superiority on me. Like, oh my god, look at me. Oh my god, I'm more special than you because I haven't read it. Like, who in the fuck is proud of not reading? Like, get over yourself, okay? I get it. You feel like you're special, like, whatever. This fucking book will play with your emotions, okay? It played with my emotions. A lot. All the fucking time. Plays with my fucking emotions. There are characters who I loved in the beginning. I fucking love them. And now I fucking hate them. I just want them to fucking die slowly. And there are characters that I hated in the beginning. Like Jon Snow. I fucking hated his ass. I hated him so much. But now I fucking just like, oh my god, no, Jon. Like, oh my god, I love you. Like, OMG, this and that. But yeah, so, and that's what it's going to be. And I find that really interesting because not a lot of books do that to you. Not a lot of books have, or not a lot of writers have the ability to give you this fucking horrible, terrible character who's a fucking shitty person. And you just want them to die. You just want things to happen to them because they're fucking terrible. And then they just turn it around and they give you their backstory and all this shit, and then why they did all these terrible things that they did, and you're like, oh my god, you were actually a good fucking person, and then you have issues, and oh my god, like, everybody fucking hates you, I love you now, boo boo, oh my god, you're my favorite. Not everybody is that good of a writer. Not everybody is able to pull at your fucking heartstrings as much as this guy. Not everybody is able to do that. And this guy is fucking good at that shit. And I'm not talking about the deaths or whatever. Like, a lot of people focus a lot on the deaths and it's like, whatever. But I'm talking, to me, what I liked, and it's like, okay. You got me. Okay? Okay, you're good. You fucking got me. You got me. You know, like, that's one of the things I admire the most when it comes to this series. Yeah, and I'm not gonna say anything else because it's been like 20 minutes of me talking how much I love Game of Thrones. And it sounded kind of like a review, and it shouldn't have. Sorry. It was supposed to be shorter. Sorry. The next series is that I'm going to read is Outlander. The Outlander series. I bought these books some time ago, and I never got to actually finish the first book because I hate Claire. But I'm going to try to finish because I have the whole series. The next series I want to read, I want to give it a try, is the Poldark series. I also started reading those, and I didn't finish them. I didn't finish the first book, but it's gonna change this year. I'm gonna finish. Well, I don't know. I hope I do, because it's a really long series. The next series I want to read is the Jack Reacher series. Although I'm not a fan of Tom Cruise, I watched the movie, and I really liked that character. I was like, yeah, you know, I like John Wick, I like those types of guys. So yeah, I'm interested in seeing how. And then my husband recommended these books to me. He said the first one is kind of like, but it gets better as the series continues. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a try. The next is the trilogy of is the Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings. Yeah, it's the Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings. I got them all here. Again, I never read this, so I want to see if I want to give them a try, because people talk a lot about how wonderful these books are, and also I'm curious because I read, I think somewhere, that the Game of Thrones books have their influence is in these books. Is it this, The Hobbit? I think it is. I think it's in these ones. Correct me if I'm wrong. The next one is from Agatha Christie. I got the Murder on the Orient Express, but I don't know where it is right now. And then I got this, and then there were none. Yes, and then there were none. I got them because I wanted to watch the Murder in the Orient Express. I wanted to watch that movie. And this, I got it because I watched the BBC limited series. I watched it and I fucking loved it. So I got the book and I'm going to read. The next one is The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood. Atwood? That's weird. Of course, because, you know, I got it because of all the hype and because, oh my god, it's such a great book and OMG and everybody loves it, and that's why I got it, pretty much. The next one is John Truby's The Anatomy of Story. I saw this book being used by another YouTuber when he was explaining I think this is more about screenplay writing, even though I'm not a screenplay writer. I saw in that video of this other YouTuber, I don't remember his name, I'm sorry. I saw that it has very important points in when it comes to story building and stuff like that. So next one is the Hunger Games trilogy. I got them. I like the movies, so yeah, I'm like, okay, I'm down to give this. I bought them, you know, right before the movies were made, I think. So yeah, that's a long time ago, and I never got around to reading them. So I'm going to give them a try this year. The next book I want to read is Red Queen by Victoria. I've heard. I'm sorry, I don't know the names of these people, so sorry that I have to read it. I saw, and again, this is one of those books that has been everywhere and everybody has read it, and it's like a series and all that. So, and it's young adult, so I want to give it a try and see how good it is. Next one is Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. This book is another one that has been everywhere. Everybody has been talking about it. Everybody's excited about it. Some people hate it. Some people love it. It's young adult. And I wanted to give it a try. The next one is Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. Okay. This one, I think is a trilogy. I'm not sure, but it's more than one. And, you know, it's another young adult that everybody is talking about. And I just really like the cover of this book. And look, it has like, it's all black. Like the sides of the book, it's black. And I was like, oh my god, this is so cool. So I got it. And I can't wait to read this one, actually. I hope it's good. I really fucking hope it's good, because oh my god, I'm gonna be so disappointed if it's shit. The next one is Uncommon Type by Tom Hanks. Ooh. I like Tom Hanks, and I think that he's a really funny writer. I believe he wrote Larry Crown with an E. Get it? I like his movies. I'm a fan of his, so yeah, I was like, yes. This was one of the books that I was really excited when I first read online that he was going to write. So when I heard, when I saw online again that it was gonna come out, I was like, oh my god, yes. So I've been waiting for this book, and as soon as I saw it, I was like, yes, I'm gonna buy it. And by the way, this little round thing those are the case of typewriters, in my opinion, because he loves antique typewriters. So I'm guessing that's like a little, yeah, you know, like I think that it comes from that's what I'm thinking, you know, because he collects typewriters. So yeah, I'm gonna read this. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. This is my very first video, so I apologize for it. Forgive me, I'm sorry. I'll promise I'll get better with more practice. The next book is The Way of the Samurai. Yes. I'm into martial arts, and are part of martial arts. So that's why I bought this. But I think that this book, The Way of the Samurai, by the way, I'm not gonna be doing a review on this because I don't think people will be interested in it. But if you are, let me know. But The Way of the Samurai is different. It's like a self-help sort of book, I think. So yeah, that's why I got it. Yes, it's a book about principles. There you go. A book about principles and about a code of life and stuff like that. So I was really interested in it. The next one is the Oscar Wilde collection, a selection of his greatest work, because Oscar Wilde is one of my favorite one of the sassiest, in my opinion, writers of all time. Well, not of all time, maybe, I don't know. To me, I'm not that old. I am, but not really, compared to, you know, how long people have been writing. But yeah. The next one is H.P. Lovecraft, Tales of Terror. I have never read a book about Lovecraft ever. People have recommended me those books for the longest time ever, but I'm not really into horror stories. I'm not a big fan of those movies or stories, so that's why I never gave it a try. But people say the way he writes is magnificent, and as a writer I just want to give it, a try, because yeah, he is admired and respected among famous writers and stuff. So yeah, I want to give it a try. This one, I am holding it because it's really heavy. This one is The Art of War. And this, I just like it because it's self-help. I'm really big into self-help books because, I need a lot of fucking help. And yeah, this, I'm not gonna do a review on this one either because I don't think people will be interested. So, but this is one of the books I'm gonna read. This year. And I like it because it's illustrated. Oh my god! Like, look at it! It's illustrated. Can't you see a shit? Look! Oh my god, this is so awesome. The next one is The World of Ice and Fire by George R.R. Martin. Yes, biatch. I never bought any of this. I just like the series, the Game of Thrones series, but I know they sell like a lot of companion books for either the show or companion books for the series, and I never bought any of those. But I saw this and I really liked it because it has it has illustrations and it's so awesome. So I thought, yeah, let me get these. Let me just fucking get it, man. Like, live a little, So I got this. And I'm proud and I like it. It's so cool, yes. This is the Sherlock Holmes collection. It has 6 books in it. Look at them, oh my gosh, they look so pretty. Look at how pretty this is. Oh my gosh, I really like it. Oh my gosh, yes. And I read one of these stories. I read A Study in Scarlet, and I really like the way this man wrote. Yeah, so yeah, I'm going to give this collection a try this year. This is one of the ones. The next one is the trilogy of Miss Peregrine's Home of Peculiar Children that nobody fucking likes because they're fucking dicks. But yeah, this is the box that has the 3 books, but I also got the next one. I also got Tales of the Peculiar. Yeah, I also got this. I'm not sure if I'm gonna read this one, because yeah, these ones are, it's 3 of them. But yeah, I'm going to, oh, and by the way, this little box comes with a little packet with pictures. So I really like this series. I like that. I like, well, I haven't read the series, but I looked through it, and it has a lot of photographs inside the books, and it's like, it's like interesting, I think, too. This concept of a book, I really liked it because of it's not illustrations, it's like pictures inside the book. This is the Maze Runner trilogy. I watched the movies, I really liked it, so I hope the books are good. Another book that I'm going to read is this, The Fairest of All, by Victoria, what is her name? I don't want to mess it up. Oh, Serena Valentino, I'm sorry. This is the first book in the Villains series that is written by her. And these books are told from the point of view of the villain of the story. Like this one is the Evil Queen, which is the queen, the villain in Snow White. This one is, of course, about the Beast in Beauty and the Beast. This one is about Ursula from The Little Mermaid. and this one is about Maleficent. And all of them are told from the point of view of the villain, and it also, they show you the backstory of these characters, you know. And I'm going to, these books are the first ones. I'm going to, all of this, like, look at Maleficent, but that's not it. Look, okay, can you see it? Huh? They all have that. Okay, they all. So I just went crazy when I saw that the beast. I saw the beast, and then I opened it, and it was just so crazy to me how it looks. I don't know if this is showing. I hope it is. But it's like, oh my god, that's how it is, and it's like, oh my gosh, this is how he is, and that's the other guy is how he is in the inside. Like, oh, this is so cool. And these are by Disney. Yeah, Disney Press. So they are actually inside of the books. It says that, yeah, it says it's adapted in part from Disney's Beauty and the Beast, or, you know, Sleeping Beauty, or The Little Mermaid, or Snow White. But this is not like are not the only books. The next book is gonna come out in 2018. I had no idea. But these 4 books are going to be the first reviews I'm going to post, because I was so excited about these books. And yeah, so these are the very first ones that I'm going to read. Look at it, it's so cool. I love her makeup. Like, damn, yes. These are some of the books that I'm going to read. I have no idea if this was 52 books, but I'm sure I'm not gonna finish some of them. I'm not sure. I'm sure I'm not gonna read all of them, you know, in the series. I might just get tired and be like, fuck it, and not finish that series, or just give it a rest. So, but I don't think that's 52. I think that's less than 52. So I'm gonna start with those, and then maybe later on I will do another book haul, because I'm not gonna just do book hauls for the sake of doing book hauls, unless I find books that are interesting or that they catch my eyes. And, you know, it's not gonna be, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. The book hauls, I'm not gonna do them frequently. But if you want me to, I can, even though I'm not really, I don't know, like, I don't know if, yeah, I don't know if you want me to do book hauls, I will. You know, I didn't add in here another book that I like. I'm going to read also, I want to get into reading ebooks as well, because I might publish ebooks. Well, I have read ebooks before. It's not like I'm gonna start now because, oh, I'm gonna maybe publish ebooks, so let me start reading that shit. No, I have several ebooks, and yeah, I'm gonna start with that too. So far, these are the books that I have that I'm going to read. I'm trying to look in there in my other collection of books to see which ones. Oh yeah, I'm going to finish reading the Harry Potter series, because I finished like 3 of the books, I think. I'm gonna finish that series. I might read this book by Philip Pullman, His Dark Materials, which this book has all 3 of them, the Golden Compass, the Subtle Knife, and Amber in Spyglass. I might read this one. I'm not sure. I've kept it, but I don't know if I'll read it. I might add it there. So, yeah. Another book that I want to read is, because it's one of the books I read every year, is The Age of Innocence. And I think that's it. well, for now that's it. If I have updates, I'll let you know. If I have other books that I'm gonna add, I'll let you know. And if you have any suggestions, if you have any more recommendations for books, let me know, please, because I'm trying to get into reading again. So I need books. I need new books. I need books. Recommendations to read. Okay? Thank you very much for your time. And I'll see you next week. Thank you. And bye.